Hello, everybody. My name is Sarah England with the Metro Edge Communications Committee, and with me I have Amanda Sebastiani, who is not only an active member of Metro Edge, but also an active member of the Sacramento community, and she has so graciously agreed to be our interviewee for this month's Faces of Metro Edge. So, Amanda, would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself and what it is you do?
Yeah, so I am from Sacramento originally. I grew up here in the region, more in the foothills, and then I moved to San Francisco for college, where I studied at California College of the Arts. And then about 5 years ago, I moved back to Sacramento, where I'm now currently a graphic designer at Trifecta Nutrition. And we are a organic meal delivery service. We're a startup. We're local here in Sacramento, right here in Doco, actually. And then before that, I was at Runyon Saltzman, where I was an art director working in advertising. And then before that, I worked at Threefold Communications, where we had a lot of the really community-focused organizations that I'm truly passionate about.
That's awesome. And what exactly got you to where you are today? Why did you end up wanting to be a graphic designer?
So I've always had a passion for communication and communication with a purpose. And what I mean by purpose is for the greater good. And so that's what led me to Threefold. And at Threefold, super community based, working with a lot of nonprofits and a lot of local organizations. And so that was pretty much a dream come true, where I was able to work on regional transit campaign. You can still see some of the train wraps that I helped with that campaign concept and designed, and which is something that I'm super passionate about as well, is public transportation and public infrastructure and such. And also Midtown Business Association, building local vibrant communities within the Midtown. I was so fortunate that I was able to do the logo redesign with the current logo. Was a project that I worked on and created. Yeah, so that's me. Yeah, and so then from there, I went to Runyon, and that was also, again, that same passion of organizations and businesses that have a purpose for the more of the greater well-being of communities.
Right. It sounds like you've been able to kind of perfectly tie together personal passion and professional passion into one happy little package, which is amazing.
Thanks. Yeah, it's been yeah.
It's amazing.
It's important. Yeah.
No, it definitely is. And with that, what do you think the best part about your job is?
This is the greatest team I've ever worked on, like without a doubt. We all really support each other. We're all super hyper local focused. Like we're national, but like we support and we want to build up our community here. That's why the founders chose to stay in Sacramento versus like being a startup in San Francisco or LA or what have you. They really did choose to be here for that reason.
And to take a step outside of work and outside of the office, we will say, and it looks like you are in the office, you aren't working from home, as most of us, I feel like, still are.
Yeah.
Where is it that we could find you?
Yeah, so currently, with everything going on, you can find me down at the Capitol, usually, and at Cesar Chavez Park, standing in unity with Black Lives Matter. Otherwise, definitely the community. You can find me in the Empower committee. I sit on that committee. I've chaired that committee, but I have passed that torch now, but still very involved. You'll find me out on the American River Parkway, running, biking, hiking, either down in some Sonoma Valley or up in the mountains. I also love to traverse the city or even just Midtown here with my camera. I've been really getting back into film photography, so that's been an interesting way of capturing the times this year for sure. Also, just out with my dog. I have a corgi that is pretty well known. Everyone loves her, but she'll tot around with me as well.
Oh, so fun. I also hear you are the co-founder of Veda Mornings. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Veda Mornings is it's a global creative community. It's essentially a breakfast lecture series that has chapters all over the world. It was started in New York about 10 years ago, and there's new chapters popping up all the time. Right now, I think there's over 200 chapters around the globe. So the whole world is talking about one theme. However, we're choosing speakers from our local community. And so they're all recorded, the talks are recorded, and then they're posted online. So you have this global network or access essentially to all these different talks around the world, which is really interesting. But then also, Sacramento's on a global stage. And that was a huge drive behind why Rebecca Plum and myself were, trying to get the chapter here. Yeah, so we're about 3 years old now, I think. And Rebecca has since passed the torch to Missy, who's now the host, and I'm still involved. And we have our events on Zoom once a month.
And with all of this, more personal, what's one thing that you think might surprise people about you?
I may be a visual artist by trade and by skill, but I do love to play guitar, and I used to play violin, and have ventured into some voice lessons as well.
Wow.
And really fun, yeah.
What would be one piece of advice you would offer a young professional looking for a career similar to yours?
Similar to mine. I would say practice, lots of practice. Also, reaching out to the people that you admire in your community, and it not only creates a connection, but like you meet this person and it humanizes yourself and them, but definitely nurturing those connections as well. It's not just like checking it off the box. It's very much creating a friendship with someone.
That's great advice.
Thanks. Yeah,
Especially
and
in
then
Sacramento. We have
yeah,
a
yeah.
cool, niche community here that is small enough to really nurture relationships like that, but also big enough to continue to make connections. So that's really good advice. And it's advice that I'm going to take too as I
Okay.
develop my career here in Sacramento. Amanda, how has Metro Edge enhanced your resume?
So Metro Edge has really given me the soft skills that I wouldn't necessarily have gained in just my profession. Working from a junior to mid-level to art director, designer, you get some of that training, but being able to find that outside of just my daily job has really propelled that forward faster than I might have had within my job. So I'm super grateful to that, as well as my network has just really been expanded. And when I say network, again, I mean like my community and the support, and from that support comes education. um, so leadership, soft skills, and different types of just management and organization skills that I wouldn't necessarily been privy to without being involved in Metro Edge.
Awesome. I would totally have to agree with you. And for all of those people who are not yet a part of your network, where can they find you if they want to reach out after watching this video?
Right. So you can find me on Instagram. My handle is little_Loki. So the word little_Loki, Loki. And then as well as my website is amandasebastiani.com.
Awesome. Thank you again so much for being here, Amanda. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.